Shalom, shalom. Call Haloim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Machak Wadash. And Shan Yukabad Gadwala Requabs Aquanium Nawa Washalayakim Nawa. And that's double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom Wabarakim Labakonyam Shalayasharala. And that is peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. And also may a double portion of the Holy Spirit be put upon the brothers that are out there on the highways and byways, offering their bodies as a living sacrifice out there on the front lines. So real quick, I seen this article yesterday. It came into my my email, and I have Google alerts on for like certain things relating to the economy. And so I got this Google alert concerning this article, and I wanted to bring this out. Now, it's a very short read, and the whole point of this article is the fact that this author is basically stating that by these different news stations and online websites reporting that the economy is bad, then therefore, because they're saying that it's bad, then the people are going to believe it, and then the economy will get bad, which they're saying is the point that these people want. Now, as you can see, the title of this article is going to be Self-Fulfilling Prophecy, because that's what they mentioned in this article. Now, they have some truth and some lies in this article. Or really, the one lie that they talk about is the fact that the economy is doing good right now, which the economy is not doing good. If you really want to see how well the economy is doing, you don't look at the stock market and you don't see how the Dow Jones is doing on any particular given day. No, the Dow Jones dropped like 800 something points last Wednesday or Thursday, and then now all of a sudden it's back up. I mean, so the market moves up and down, and plus when the stock market goes up or down, it's really based upon just news that comes out. Like, as an example, I believe it was a week and a half or 2 weeks ago that Trump came out. It was a Friday. He came out and said that he's going to put an additional $300 billion worth of tariffs on China. That same day, that Friday, I believe it was, the stock market went down. It dropped. But tariffs weren't on China that very same day. All he did was make a tweet about it, and then you had some articles about it, and then the stock market went down. So truly, the stock market isn't a direct replication, or it doesn't directly represent how well the economy is doing or is not doing. So the economy really is doing worse than what they talk about in this article. If you really want to see how well the economy is doing, you have to look up reports concerning different sectors, such as you have to look at how well the manufacturing sector is doing, or how well a particular, maybe like industrial or technology or banking, anything like that. You have to look at the reports within these different sectors to see how well the economy is doing. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to read this article, and then I have a few scriptures. Like I said, this is going to be concerning a self-fulfilling prophecy of these Edomites, and that's what they do have right in this article. They just don't have any proof behind it, but we have the Bible. So with that being said, the article is entitled, "Media Isn't Reporting Bad Economy, They're Hoping for It." It says, "The direct narrative legacy media is painting regarding President Trump is blatant and unambiguous. They want you to not only believe he is a racist, but most Republican lawmakers are also racist, and anyone supporting them must be a racist as well. That's their front-facing message as they attempt to push the 2020 election to the Democrats. But there are many associated narratives they're also trying to drive, and none of them is more despicable than what they're trying to do to the economy. As we noted before, perceptions are the most powerful tool in helping or hurting the economy," which is true. When people believe things are good, they buy more and help to make it good. That's an oversimplification of the complex nature of market and economic trends, but it's true. And that is true. Like I already stated, Trump will tell you, I'm putting tariffs on China, and then all of a sudden that same day, boom, the Dow Jones drops, the S&P drops, NASDAQ drops, whatever drops. The stock market as a whole would just drop, all because of news. So if they put out good news, then people think the economy is doing good, and then boom, all of a sudden we're in a bull market and the stock prices are rising. And then the contrary is true as well. So this is the part that they have true. Now it says, from now until the 2020 election, conservatives can expect an onslaught of negative news reports about the economy. Some will point to signs the economy is about to collapse. Eventually, they'll shift gears to demonstrate how the economy is in the process of collapsing. Then, they'll describe ways in which the economy has already collapsed. The more people they can make believe it's true, the more likely it is that it will become a reality. So this is the self-fulfilling prophecy that they're describing in this article. I'm going to skip past this paragraph, and I'm going to read maybe two more until we grab some scriptures. It says, but we're not quite there yet, and MMT deserves a much longer analysis. For now, let's take a look at a sampling of the narrative progressive legacy media is driving right now. Here's a snapshot of the Google News top stories regarding the economy. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. And these are the exact feeds that I was getting in my Google alert, my email a few days ago. So this says, American consumers are holding up the global economy, but for how long? Under it, it says, economists worry Trump trade war with China could slow economic growth. Over here it says, how the recession of 2020 could happen. And below that it says, Trump blames market meltdown on fake news conspiracy of weenies. So you see, that's all that's being promoted. Bad economy, bad economy, bad economy. And that's what they're getting into. It says, keep in mind, this isn't a search for a Trump economy or coming economic collapse or any doom and gloom keywords. This is the full coverage of our current economic situation delivered in proper propaganda format by Google News. The reality is the economy is still humming. Blah, 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 blah. Because now they're going into saying how the economy is actually like it's low-key good just because you can find jobs. And then they go on to basically promote themselves. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to read. People are more inclined to believe what others are saying about issues and politicians, which is why blah, 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 they're promoting themselves. It says the more the left builds the narrative that the economy is bad, the more likely it is the economy will have a downturn before the election. They're lying now in hopes their lies become a reality. Okay, and that's the point right now. They're hoping that their lies actually do become a reality. Now, the economy, truth be told, it isn't good or bad. It's the American economy it's on a slippery slope. It's declining, but it really isn't bad. The dollar is strong, really just because of stock buybacks. Companies are buying back their own stock, so it's really keeping the stock market high, which is keeping the dollar high. The job markets, the job unemployment rate, it's not the greatest, but it is declining, but it's not horrible. But at the end of the day, what's still being pushed right now is that, and it's true, that the economy is bad. Now, to get into the scriptures, this truly is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You see, these Edomites understand that they truly do have a very short time to reign. So what are they striving to do? They need to fully fulfill their blessing. They need to fulfill their new world order, which is to put a microchip into every living soul on earth. Every living human being on earth, they're striving to put a microchip into them, which the microchip truly is the mark of the beast. So with that being said, that is their new world order. And we're going to read this, Job 20 verses 4 and 5, because this is once again a self-fulfilling prophecy. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. Who is the wicked? The Edomites. the Edomites, who are the self-proclaimed white people today. It says that the triumphing of the wicked, the Edomites, is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, because the Lord only gave these Edomites a short amount of time to reign. And they understand that. They know that when they see us, because they see us out there and our numbers increasing all across the globe, wow, these Israelites, the true Israelites, mind you, are actually raising up. They understand biblical prophecy. They know that we are the true biblical Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and they know that they are the true biblical Edomites. And because we're rising in numbers, and now you see this great army, this new third temple being built by the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, they know that their triumphing is short and that their joy is only for a moment, which is why the scriptures say this. I believe I may have already quoted it. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil. Now right here, when it says the devil, it's referring to the physical counterpart of the devil, or the physical counterpart of Satan on earth, which is the wicked, who are the Edomites. The Edomites is the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man. Okay, their race, if you will. It says, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Now that links up with what we just read in the book of Job, chapter 20, verses 4 and 5. Now, that's the whole reason why I found this article pretty entertaining, because yes, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. You can look at it. At the end of the day, all they're doing is the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because it is written, then it will come to pass. The Lord is putting a spirit upon these Edomites to make this economy collapse. Truly something is going to happen in terms of, I don't want to say that T word like I always say in my videos, because I don't want them to pick up on it and then delete my video or take it down. But there's going to be some kind of a T attack, if you will. There's going to be a false flag, I'll say that, that's going to promote this economic collapse. And then that's going to do what? It's going to make people be in a state in which they are forced to believe that they have to take that chip in order to be a part of a functioning citizen of this society. They're going to take that chip if they want to get their money back, get their 401k back, get everything they lost back from their investments back into their account just to get some food. They're going to take that chip. And that's the that's the plans, that's the goals, that's the new world order that these Edomites are trying to fulfill, which, like I said, you can liken it unto a self-fulfilling prophecy, although they're really just doing the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed because they trusted in the so-called white man, these Edomites, and they took the chip. Or if they don't take the chip, because they don't believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, then they're going to die of what? Starvation, of hunger. They're going to die of pestilence and plagues. Or they may even just fall through by the sword. And all of that is biblical prophecy. Because a time is coming to America that never was nor shall be. That's called the time of Jacob's trouble. Now let me jump back here to the book of Job. And let's jump down now to verses 22 and 23. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Now, straits represents a time of difficulty. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, this is talking about the wicked here. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So whenever you eat food, right, you eat food that for the most part is satisfying to you. It pleases you. You eat food because it makes you feel good. So what is this metaphor likened unto? It's likened unto these Edomites, the wicked, fulfilling their new world order, the thoughts, their intentions, their plans that they have, which, once again, I'm going to be repetitive, is to put a chip into everybody on earth. And their microchip is the mark of the beast, once again, just to throw that vibration out there. So the Lord is going to do what? He's going to cast his fury upon these Edomites. And he's ultimately going to rain down nuclear missiles upon America and destroy it completely off the face of the earth, because that's also biblical prophecy as prescribed in the book of Ezekiel, in the book of Isaiah. It's also in the book of Jeremiah. It's in the book of Malachi. And it's also in the book of Revelation as well. So it's all throughout the Old Testament and the New Testament. As a matter of fact, it's also in the book of 2nd Esdras, which is a part of the Apocrypha, which is very much biblical. So if this is the case right here, Job 20 verse 23, the Lord said when he's about to fill his belly, meaning when he's about to fully fulfill his new world order, if that's the case, then that means that what these Edomites are trying to do is a self-fulfilling prophecy. They're going to do something to tank the economy in order to fulfill their blessing, in order to put a chip into everybody. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to cast him down in his fullness. Now let's look up that word and then we'll close out. We're going to look up this word, belly. So when he is about to fulfill his belly, the Hebrew word right here is batan. And it says, this is the point right here, check it out, as seat of mental faculties. Now we'll look up that word faculties, and it brought me to this definition right here from dictionary.com. Faculties, it says an ability, natural or acquired, for a particular kind of action. Now what is the ability that these Edomites have acquired from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? Well, they've mastered the art of deception. They've mastered the art of deception and of lies and of wickedness. That's all these Edomites can conspire. That's all they can plan and organize is lies and deception. So that's their faculty. So when you jump back here, it says a seat of mental faculties. Their faculties are lies and deception. And their lies and deceptions are going to lead to that new world order. So that's what this is getting into. Okay, when he is about to fulfill his belly, his lies, his faculties, his deception, his new world order, the Most High shall cast the fury. The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, because America will be fully destroyed off the earth, and it will never, ever, ever be inhabited again unless inhabited by those desert creatures that the scriptures talk about. So with that being said, I do pray that this video was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kudash. And let me also say this too before I close out. Because the Lord is going to fully and completely destroy America, our job is to have faith that we're going to be delivered. That's why it says, therefore put ye on as the elect, because the elect are going to be saved, and therefore you have to be in that mindset that the Lord is going to save you because he said it. So you have to believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and believe in his salvation. But anyway, we'll close out. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.